Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esports at NC State. I am Mega Ninja 44, aka Eli, and I am with today.
Noel's Bug Coffee. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. And thank you for having me, NCSU. I really appreciate the opportunity. And I'm very excited and a little bit nervous to cast. It's going to be my first time officially, but I'm here to have fun.
No, I mean, listen, casting is it's a fun experience. I had somebody cast with me on Wednesday for Marvel Rivals for the first time, and he said he had a blast the whole time. So you're gonna have fun with it. And I think that you know one of the players personally. Is that correct?
Something like that, yeah. I have a bit of an experience with one of the star players, I suppose.
I
I
mean, he is a star player. That is true. Yeah, I
no,
think he's like, dude, like top 2 combined or something. This is going to be a really close game. I know. NC State has kind of been pretty easily beating people in NACE. But this is going to be our second game at NECC. We've already lost to Northwood, but hopefully we can pick up a win today against Cumberland. I think we are just getting bans underway. Who do you expect to see getting played? I know that you are a pretty high ranked player, and so what do you see normally in your ranked games?
In my ranked games, I can definitely say the top 3 supports right now are, while Lucio has been a favorite for many seasons and he's been pretty good as well. Lucio, Kitty for sure, and I mean no other but Wuyang. He's been at the top of his game ever since his release. He did get a little bit of a nerf, but we all know that didn't really do
Yeah,
much.
it was a shadow nerf. Nobody
Yeah,
really cared.
it was just reacting to community feedback. And regarding DPS, I think based off of our team, NCSU, Oblivion loves to play the Genji, and he's really good at it. And if not that, maybe who knows? We might see a Doom swap.
Oh God.
From a few games ago. Do we
Oh God,
remember that?
Doom, yes, Doom. If we start off rolling against this team, then it might be a little Jove. Looks like we're going to be going into Li Zhang here. Um, I do know Splice pretty well. He did come up with me on B team. He's
Hmm.
surpassed me now. I like to say that I taught him everything that he knows. But I know he's a little bit of a Queen one trick. I don't know. We'll probably not be seeing that today. I do know he's been picking up the ball and the Doomfist, both pretty strong right now. And the tank lineup, you could also see maybe Zarya Reaper. But I know that Lobby's mainly a hit scan player. So I think we're gonna see like the Genji, maybe a Soj, and then like a Ball, and then Wu Yang Kiri is probably gonna be the backline here.
I heard Splice also dabbles in Hazard. Hazard has been in a pretty decent spot as well. I'm excited to see that. I don't think I've seen him play Hazard based off of the games that I have watched of the streams previously, but who knows? He might. Maybe if there's a Queen ban, if there's a Ball ban, who knows?
Okay, it looks like NC State is going to get first ban here, and they're going to be banning the Zarya. So the tank is already protected. So NC State now has the chance to run the Queen if they want to, or the Hazard. I don't know what Cumberland is going to ban here. It looks like they're taking their time, and it looks like we're going to be starting out on Lijiang Tower, I believe.
A classic.
An actual classic, yeah. The map pool is pretty, I think, and it's opened up a little bit, but the map pool is pretty tight on all modes. I think it's like 3 maps per. Okay, it looks like Cumberland is going to be banning the Lucio here. I know Atlas is finally back. It only took them
Finally.
a couple minutes. Oh wait, this is NECC, isn't it? It is NECC. That means that Wu Ying is banned in NECC
Oh.
because of the bug. Where like his healing goes to like 18 million miles away, which isn't, honestly, that's not even a good bug. I don't know why they banned him, but we got to follow the rules. So
I suppose it is a professional collegiate game, so we gotta be fair and square.
So with the Lucio ban and there's not being any Wu Yang, we'll probably see like Kiri Ana. That feels weird. It's got to be Kiri with something, but I don't know what the something is yet.
I suppose Nelux does have a pretty good Ana in his hands, so I think they can make it work. Depends on what tempo they decide to play with.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be going in here. we just figured out wooing is disabled, said the enemy team.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Bro.
Can we redo bans? Okay, you know.
Uh-oh.
Um. Oh, gee. Since when? Since NECC started? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. It's already scuffed. It's been 3 weeks.
Of course, I'm
Um.
on the mic. I'm not surprised.
I mean, oh god. I mean, it's just okay. You know, okay. It looks like they're gonna play it through. Looks like Bunka is gonna be on the Alari, and Nelix is gonna be on the
Oh,
Kiriko here.
I actually see very little Iliadi in my games. However, I mean, professional players, they're just built different. They can definitely make it work. And it's a pretty DPSy solid backline and is also very mobile. So, and oh my god, Splice is actually on the hazard. I am so happy right now.
Yes,
And
the
Oblivion
Splice
on the
Hazard is going to
Pharah.
come out here. Bunka's going to get down first, though, from the Tracer. Lobby's going to be able to trade out onto the Juno. The Pylon is going to be taken out from Nodi, but not really that big of a deal. Oblivion is going to be rotating to the point, going to be checked by the Tracer here. Hazard is going to be taking a lot of damage from the Queen here. Going to be down
That
so
is going to
incredibly
hit
low,
them.
barely able to stay alive. Thank you to the Suzu for Nelix. And it looks like the NC State is going to rotate the backside of point here, forcing Cumberland out. Going to get the first cap also. And now Cumberland just has to wait. They are in choke, and their Alari's not there. The wall's going to come through, not going to be able to find anything. And the speedring is going to come through from the Juno on the side of Cumberland. And it looks like a big push here from the side of Cumberland. Going to be taking a lot of damage. Kabe is so low. Oblivion goes down here, but they're
Ooh.
going to be able to get the trade onto the Sojourn. And the Hazard is so low, dies to the axe swing, and it looks like they're going to be able to get the flip here.
That is quite unfortunate. I was going to just comment on how good of a recovery that was from NCSU, keeping the hazard alive with the Suzu and playing around the Mega and then reclaiming space on point. Unfortunately, they just managed to recover even better. They did get a bit of a percentage, which could be good. And
Oh,
oh,
Oblivion gets early
unfortunate.
picked in the neutral. That's so terrible. And it looks like Splice is going to mirror over to the Queen here, but they're going to have to back up because they are down their Pharah. I don't know if we're going to keep seeing Oblivion on the Pharah. He could swap over to the Genji, but it looks like he's going to stay on it for this fight at least.
We can potentially see a Barrage Suzu combination. Also, we now have the Queen matchup, which might work better with the Pharah, potentially. Oh,
Oh, the
I'm not
Captive Sun
even.
is going to come out here, going to catch the Brig, who is using the rally. Going to be killed off of the Captive Sun, and also gets the Juno.
Whoa.
No supports on the side of Cumberland, but Splice is going to get traded out. The Ray comes through. Bunka is able to find Nodi.
Wow.
Bunka with a 3K. Oblivion's going to kill another one, and it looks like NC State is going to win this out. They just have... Wait! The Queen ult comes through and is able to kill Bunka. Maybe it's turnable for Cumberland. The TP is going to come through. Nodi's able to kill Lobby, and it's just 2 left from the side of NC State, and they haven't gotten flipped. Barrage comes through, blows up the Junker Queen and the Tracer.
What a
And to be able to
clutch
boop off the
barrage.
Juno. Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be enough.
Oh, it's such a messy fight. The overclock comes through. Splice is getting blown up. But they're going to be able to get the flip here. And Kabe Solo gets killed by the Lobby. It's such a scrappy fight. Just the supports on the side of Cumberland. And Lobby's going to pressure them out. Kind of,
It
but he's not
is
going to be able to
very
get much
messy.
value. Oh, God.
Oh,
Oblivion.
wait.
Wait a minute. Oh my god, the Junker Queen gets booped off the map by Oblivion. Thank you, Oblivion. Bunk is able to kill the kill onto the Tracer. And now I think we finally have stabilized. And it looks like NC State is going to win the fight. Can you even call it a fight? It was like
I
3
don't even know
fights.
what to call. That was just so much back and forth, boop after boop, ult after ult, and now we get the chance to take a breather. Even my heart is racing watching this, let alone the players playing. I can only imagine what they're feeling. We do have the Queen ult coming right up. Let's see what we do with it.
Yeah, Queen Ult is going to come through here. Going to be able to connect onto the enemy Junker Queen, but not going to be able to find anything. Knife is going to come through onto this Cass. Cass is going to be solo. Kabe is 1 HP. Going to die to Lobby. Lobby's able to find the kill. Axe is going to come through from Ginger. Not going to be able to find anything of value, though. Nelix is going to go be able to get the kill onto the break, and Splice is going to be able to get the Junker Queen. And it looks like another NC State fight win. A lot cleaner of a fight than last fight, that's for sure.
That I agree, and we finally seem to actually get another second of a breather. We do have the critical coming up, and we are pressing Q on that as well into their spawn. That is immature.
They want
Oh
to.
my
They want to
goodness.
try to fight early here so that they can't get the recontest. And it looks like Lobby is able to find the kill onto the Brig. And it looks like NC State is going to be able to back the point because of this Tracer recontest. And it's just the Tracer left. And it looks like NC State is going to take this point. The Tracer doesn't even get another recontest, and that's just going to be first point for NC State.
What a warm-up round. I'm actually not sure what the actual outcome of this game is going to be. It seems to just be so much back and forth, and even though NCSU Sector is point one, I think they both teams have just such good momentum and back and forth, and you just do not know what answer you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very scrappy fight. You know, you're down three, you decide to rampage on Queen, and then you decide, hey, I'm gonna barrage two more. It's just all over the place. It looks like Splice is gonna be on the hazard. We'll see how long that one lasts. Ginger Refill is gonna be on to the Diva here, and it looks like the Brig Akiri is gonna be the backline for Cumberland. Um,
Sure, we're
Lobby
not sticking to the Juno.
it looks like Lobby and Nodi are
Okay,
both going to be on Tracer. So Lobby is going to be on his flex DPS role. That, you know, I do know he's a hit scan player.
of
But,
course. They
but
can
maybe
do it
he's
all
going to be
day.
bored.
All
Looks
right.
like NC State is going to be playing on this backside of point here. Recall's going to be forced. Splice is taking so much damage, but he's got the block to sustain him. The wall's going to come through and going to block off this Diva. This Diva's 300 HP. Not going to be pressured out too much, however, so they're going to just kind of be stabilizing here. NC State's DPS are on the point, and they're going to be getting touched by the Diva, but not going to be able to find anything. The Diva is so low, almost out of mech, 30 HP, and gets knocked out of mech. Gonna be able to get the D-Mech here and maybe get the final kill. There they are. Okay, it looks like the Diva goes down, the Kiri goes down, and it looks like NC State is gonna be able to take this point first, get some percentage onto the board.
The fact that they're back on hazard now, I think, helps them live so much longer. If Splice were to be playing the Queen on this point, I do think that also matters. That this point is not really in favor of Queen, and also they have swapped to Diva. I'm not sure if that was something NCSU expected or not, and now they're back on hazard. Well, welcome to Overwatch 2. Welcome to the tank roll. Love to see it.
Yeah.
The
As
Pharah does not go down on Oblivion, so I don't
Bunka's
think
able to get the
they.
kill onto the Juno in the neutral, which is so bad for Cumberland. I mean, the TP comes out from the Kiriko here, and it looks like NC State is going to be... they're just getting killed in their spawn. Like, this isn't even a fight.
The Iliari backline is really reinforcing that poke and just always keeping them on their toes. They're just not able to take space at all. And they have such good sustainability as well.
All right, looks like Cumberland is going to re-engage onto this bridge here. Maybe look for a wall here to block in the hazard, but going to be dumping onto the Kiri, but the TP is going to be forced here. Okay, this hazard is poking at the pylon. That's, you know, good value, I guess. All right,
Yeah.
and then he gets blown up. He just gets blown up. They just dropped a billion rockets on his head, and he dies. So no tank from the side of Cumberland. Looks like Bola Shot's going to be coming through here. Going to be getting some damage, but not going to be able to kill anything. Oh my, what a direct from Cowfee, but gets traded out from beyond the grave. So it looks like no DPS, or one DPS down on the side of NC State and Cumberland. They're going to get a re-engage going. Downpour is going to come through from
What a
Mario,
dodge.
Splice. Yeah, barely avoids it with the slash, but is going to be able to avoid it. And Splice is taking so much damage, but he's being kept up from his supports here. Rush is going to come through from Cumberland here. They do get the recontest, but it's 98%. Oh, man. I mean, you know, you don't have ults if you're the side of NC State, and you're getting really close to the downpour on the side of Cumberland here. You have to look at this Pharah, however. This Pharah is getting so much damage onto the point. This Hazard is also looking at the back line here. Not going to be able to find anything. Kabe swapped over to the Sombra here. The Sombra is going to be really good for these recontests, especially. Splice is going to be taken down so low, and so is Lobby, but going to be able to stay alive for now. Going to be... Oh, Bunka gets killed from the Kiri. That's so bad. Splice gets taken out. That is crucial. That's terrible. Yeah, Nelix goes down also. That first pick was crucial, and it looks like the NC State is going to have to give up the point. I don't even know if Oblivion... No, Oblivion gets out. Oblivion gets out.
NCSU definitely had a lot of momentum, and they managed to keep that, but I feel like they managed to also somehow lose it. We have seen so many swaps, and I feel like they have just come in so clutch, and all these dodges and all these recoveries, and we're looking to get up to another fight, it seems, quite quickly.
Yeah, I think that NC State wants to keep speed onto this. They're going to force out the Suzu. Both supports are low from the side of Cumberland, but not going to be punished too hard. Splice is going to be in this room with everybody. The Ray's going to come through and just blow him up. Wow. I mean, an early Ray, Oblivion kills himself. I mean, tactical reset. Tactical reset.
Exactly. Quick reset.
Yeah.
Learn that from me.
You know, I think he learned it best because he does it quite well. And it looks like NC State has a lot of ults coming online here. I mean, how do you play into this if you're Cumberland?
I think They can
Oh,
definitely find ways to get around. Never mind, lobby just
okay.
decides to run the lobby, I guess.
Alrighty. Alright. Well, Lobby gets one. Kave goes down. The rush comes through from Virtual, but is not going to be able to find anything. Lobby gets another one. A barrage hits
What a
this hazard for
barrage.
18 million damage. Pulse Stone's going to be available for Lobby, but I don't think this Tracer even. Oh no, Tracer does get touched. That's kind of cool.
Oh my god.
All right, prediction stick onto the Tracer and going to go down here.
What a
1-0 from the
game.
side of NC State.
That was definitely fun to watch, even though round two felt like there was a huge difference in momentum. Um, the end still looked really close and unpredictable, just like round one. I feel like there was a really good warm up game for both teams. They seemed to have fun and also try hard, so I'm still interested in how this ends. I do not think this is going to be a 3-0 at all. I highly doubt that. What do you
No,
think, though?
I think a 3-0 is definitely something that could happen. I'm not going to say it's likely to happen. I do know I did talk to the red team before this match or before their warm up match, and I think that Splice has said some things I won't repeat, but I think he's got a Popeyes family meal on the line if they
Oh,
3-0. So
is
his
he the
team's
Nuggies guy?
was that?
Is he the Nuggies guy?
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely the Nuggies guy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So they're gonna be, I think that red team is gonna be trying to play a little, they're gonna try to win this one 3-0 fashion. That way they can get their Popeyes. I think they're heading out after this anyways. Um, but okay, so now you're Cumberland, right? Like imagine you're Cumberland. Where are
What do
you
you do?
taking this team?
Exactly. What do you do? I I don't really know them. I have done my research a little bit on NCSU as we are casting for them, of course. But I've also heard that they're quite a respected team and that, they have their surprises. So I'm genuinely just interested. They did find a momentum, as I said. They just took a little bit too long. We saw some off meta picks, we saw some Juno, and in my experience, I do not see Juno in my ranked games at all. However, this is not ranked. Once again, anything can happen. We've seen the Iliari, and the Iliari can be extremely powerful. And if played well, Juno can also be executed. We've seen the Sombra come out. We've seen many things, and I think there's many more that we are not to expect.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting into this next map. Looks like NC State is asking for what the map and ban is. I think you might. I also do think it was a little scuffed from both
A
teams
bit, a bit.
because they didn't know that the Wu Yang was disabled, and so they banned the Lucio. So it kind of leaves the backline a little iffy, you know, because I don't think in an official like this you would ban the Lucio in that situation. But nothing against them. They just forgot. I
It
wonder if that means
happened.
last week they played with Wu Yang. Who knows? Maybe they didn't host. I don't know. Um, but it looks like we're going to go to a little break here while we decide the map and the bands. We will be right back, so don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are going into our next map here. It's going to be Suravasa, and the bans are going to be Hazard from the side of Cumberland and Reaper from the side of NC State. What does that tell you about what comps are going to be playing?
I am not surprised about the hazard ban at all. It could be perhaps that Cumberland is not really familiar with playing that tank or wants to play around another tank, supposedly. I do not think that's a protect ban. Regarding the Reaper, Reaper has been a really annoying character in my rank games, at least. So I totally understand that. Could also just be a protect DPS ban. And regarding the map, it's just another classic. It's very reverse sweepable. I do think there's going to be a ton of back and forth once again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks like the comps are going to be pretty similar to each other. You got the Genji, you got the Junker Queen, and you got the Kiryu backline. Pretty standard stuff here from both sides.
Just playing the meta, just playing what is mobile, what can live, what can burst and execute. I think there's going to be a lot of 3-2-1s based off the Genji and the Tracer picks for sure.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be taking this left side here from the side of Cumberland. Going to be meeting the Genjis on high ground. Oblivion, this is his signature hero, so we're going to be seeing some really inspirational gameplay here. He asked me to do it sometimes. Maybe I should take him up on that. I don't think I can queue with him. He's like champ. And it looks like NC State just kind of doing some poking here, not going to be able to find anything. Lobby's able to get a kill on the virtual, however, so it looks like NC State's going to ingress off of this. Shout's going to force from Cumberland here. Nelk's going to get a kill on Zenodi, and it looks like NC State's just going to get the first cap here. Going to try to get these cleanups.
That was an incredible opening pick. And once again, I do think NCSU just has a better ability to play around space when it comes to initiating the fights and capping first point. But I can still stand by what I said. Momentum change can happen anytime between these two teams. We seem to be playing quite far up. Just a little bit of poking, just a little bit of ult charge. Nothing too crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, and also shout out to Lobby. He is getting these opening picks and he's winning these Tracer duels. Really critical to do that in these types of comps. Looks like Cumberland is going to aggress here. The rush is going to come through from NC State, however.
That was a fast rush.
Very fast rush here from the side of NECC. Oblivion is going to be able to get to the Junker Queen, and the Junker Queen on NC State side is going to be able to get another one, and NECC is going to be able to get Genji, and it's just that's the fight right there. Pulse Bomb is going to come through, but not going to be able to find anything.
I wonder if we are ever going to see a Cassidy from Cumberland if Kabe doesn't end up being too comfortable in the Tracer anymore. Or maybe a Tracer ban come out. Who knows?
Oh, Tracer ban actually sounds like a smart idea. Definitely we could see like the Tracer or maybe the Genji depending on how these next couple of rounds go.
Potentially.
If this Tracer duel keeps going in the way of Lobby, then we could definitely see a Tracer ban come through. Looks like Kabe's going to be getting some poke here on that staircase, but not going to be able to find anything. Lobby's peeking around this corner. Oh, the Tracer duel is going to start up right here. And let's see who gets the... Oh, but the loser's going to come up with the peel. The rush is going to come through from the side of Cumberland. NC State's going to try to kite this one as fast as possible. Pulse is going to come up through from Lobby. Not going to be able to find anything. Oh, Blade is going to come through. I apologize. From the side of NC State, let's see if the Community Valley going to be able to find the Kiriko. And the Queen is going to go down here, but looks like Cumberland's still on to this point. Not going to be able to find anything, however. And so it looks like NC State, getting these first two picks, are going to be able to stabilize and cap first.
We managed not to have to use Beat or Queen ult, and we still secured a fight.
That is huge. Oh wow. Okay. We're going right in.
Oh, that's a fat Suzu.
That's a fat Suzu and an even
and a fat
B. Yeah. No. I mean, both beats are going to come through here from both sides. Bunka's going to go down here. Oblivion's going to be able to get the kill onto Nodi, who did pop the blade, so not going to be able to find any value off of that. NC State still has control of the point here, and they're still playing up. Ginger Refill going to be kind of alone on an island here. Going to try to get something done. Queen ult's going to come through for... it hits one person on the side of NC State. Not going to be able to find anything of value. Rush is going to come through from the side of NC State also. And it looks like they're going to try to kill this Queen here, and the Queen goes down, and Kabe gets the kill onto Bunka again. He just came, didn't he just come back? I feel like he just died.
These Tracer players are really fast.
They're so fast. Oblivion is also going to get killed. Oh, wait. Is this turnable for Cumberland?
Potentially. They managed to live a lot, and they got a trade.
Oh my gosh. As long as Nodi doesn't go down here, I think it might be winnable. You're going to have to get a touch, however. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. Oh, they are going to be able to get touch, so maybe Bunka is going to be so low yet again here, but he's going to be kept alive from NECC. Splice is going to be able to find 2 here. Thank you, Splice. Flip comes through, but it's a 3v5. I don't know if Cumberland's going to be able to win this. Pulse is going to come through here. Going to get the Queen so low. The Suzu's going to come through here. And
Not looking good.
It's just they have to run away. The Kiri goes down. It's just they're going to flip and it's going to go next point.
The ult economy is looking perhaps a little bit better for NCSU at the moment. However, Cumberland is close also to Pulse, and if landed properly, that could do a lot of damage and secure them an opening pick, which, if they play onto that, then they could get the second point and have a huge advantage. And they also have Kitsune to start with, and NCSU is not looking that good with the support ultimates. They have it synced up, and they did layer it, but that could put them in a disadvantage.
Yeah, it looks like Cumberland is going to get to this point first here. Gonna be just doing a little bit of poking here. You could initiate with this rush here if you're the side of Cumberland, like you said. I don't know, though. They're playing a little slow. Rush is going to come through, but Virtual is so low already. Queen ult's going to come through from the side of Splice here. NECC is going to be able to kill Virtual. It's a huge Queen ult.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay. Here's the problem, though. You win this fight, but you pop 3 ults for it. Oh, wait, no, you popped 2. I lied. This is fine.
It was... I think it's okay. You could say it was a bit expensive considering Cumberland only used Kitsune. I do think they should have pulsed. Maybe they just were not in the position to do so. I genuinely thought they would have the advantage of those 2 ultimates, but NECC matched to Kitsune, and now we see that getting popped, and Bunka is more than halfway to beat. We are down 1, but this is still recoverable.
Yeah, it looks like Kabe is going to be trying to force the point here. Queen is going to be looking at him, not going to be able to find anything. Splice is able to get the kill onto Ginger, but Nodi's going to be able to get NECC here, and it looks like it's just the Lucio heals, but going to be able to find the Genji. So it looks like NC State's going to stabilize. Pulse comes through from lobby, not going to be able to connect, and it looks like Kabe is going to be able to make it through the winter here. Unless they chase him down here. I don't know if your tank should be on this chase, but here we are. All right, he backs up, decides I'm going to let the Tracers do their own thing.
I've never seen this part of the map. A really good.
I've never
seen
this
a
part
new
of the
one.
map.
I think
I've never seen this part of the map.
It's a reworked part. I'm pretty sure to open up that space for more flanks. Like
Bunka goes down 96 to beat. That's so bad. Oblivion also goes down. I mean, I think Cumberland manages to win this fight, and they don't pop anything for it. Bunka's getting this beat so slowly.
Unfortunately, that is true. NECC is matching up the Kitsune quite well. However, maybe. Okay, we do have beat now to initiate. However, look at those ultimates in Cumberland. They have all their ultimates. Surely, if they play their economy right, they can reverse this. This is the most reverse sweepable map that I have seen. We've seen it so many times.
Yeah, if Bunka commits the beat here and they lose, that could very well decide the map. We're going to find out here. Blade's going to come through here from Cumberland. Beats on both sides. Beat's only going to connect with 2, however. Splice is getting dangerously low. Going to be able to stay alive. Queen ult comes through here. Massive Queen ult. Going to be able to find 1. Bunka's going to go down, however. The Lucio gets killed from Cumberland here, and it looks like NC State... Oh, it's such a back and forth.
Those are tough picks.
Rush is going to come through. Splice goes
picks.
down. Oh, and Oblivion goes down too. It's just NECC here, but... not going to be able to find anything. And like I said, Bunka commits the rush and Splice commits the Queen ult. So this is... But it was expensive from the side of Cumberland also.
That is also very true. But now they just get 1 point. They had to do it, I think. It definitely gave them confidence to move forward. I do think they were lacking that, and I think they were a bit hesitant on committing to plays. But I think now they have their momentum. However, NECC has the Kitsune Rush prepped, Lobby has a Pulse, Oblivion has the Blade. Now they just seem to be the ones at the ultimate disadvantage. If they position right, which they seem to be doing so right now, they're chasing them back on point, getting some cooldowns out. This is not looking good though.
Oh, Blade is going to come through. Oh my gosh, wait. Blade comes through and the rush, but 2 are going to be down from NC State. A fall apart of a fight from NC State here. I mean, they pop 2 ults to lose the fight. That's devastating. Splice is able to get the trade onto the Kiriko, but he's not going to be able to find anything else. Kabe gets spliced, and Cumberland wins that fight without popping anything, and NC State has just Pulse now.
Did
Did
they get a bit overconfident?
I think they were trying to re-engage the kite with their rush, but they just weren't able to get fast enough. I don't know where their Lucio was at the time. I mean, this is really rough if you're the side of NC State. You're just going to have to win in this neutral or try to get a huge pulse onto maybe this Tracer or this Lucio here. Suzu's going to come through from NC State. They're not going to be able to find anything major. Oblivion is so incredibly low, going to be taken down from Nodi. Virtual's able to kill Lobby. Lobby's going to also drop the pulse here. So it looks like Splice is going to be playing to the right side and gets booted off of the map. Oh, God.
He forgot his floaties.
He didn't pack his life jacket, and it looks like a reset again from NC State. It's going to be
they do have
70.
one more.
It's going to be close. I mean, now you look at these ult charges. Now Cumberland is going to be coming up on like 4 ults here pretty much, as long as
Even
Ginger,
the ultimate economy is so back and forth. It is insane, the synergy that these two teams have. Constantly just back and forth. You just do not know. Momentum is shifting left and right.
Rush is going to come through here from the side of Cumberland here. Splice is going to get taken out so low, but being able to stay alive. If he makes it to this rush, he doesn't make it to the rush. He's 86. And it looks like Lobby is going to be on this next point next. Or he's so low. Oblivion is able to get the kill into Lucio, however. So it looks like it's just Oblivion onto this point. Going to die to Kabe here. Lobby's so low. Nelix goes down here, and it looks like NC State is not going to win this fight here. And it looks like it's going to 0.5 here on Saravasa.
What did I say? I called this
the
most reverse sweepable map. I believe though. Cumberland is looking pretty good once again on the ultimates. They do have the 2 support ultimates. Just you know, use one fight, use other one next fight. However, Bunkachanko is able to match that beat that Cumberland is going to probably pop here, I assume.
Yeah, it needs to be a fat beat. Lobby is able to get Kabe. Queen ult is going to come through. Nelix is going to go down. Bunka dies with the beat. Going to be looking at Oblivion. Oblivion going to go down here, and it looks like it's just Splice on point. Not going to be able to find anything, and Cumberland gets the first cap. Cumberland didn't pop beat and blade, though, and Bunka did save his beat.
That is very true. That does put NCSU in a bit of an advantage, I would say, because now we have beat and rush and pulse and blade to work with. That's a lot of ults. We can definitely come up with a combination that could flip this point, I'm pretty sure.
A lot of ults, and you got to make sure that you target this Kiri here. 83 to Rush. You have to make sure she doesn't get this online. Rush is going to come through. Queen ult's going to be popped. Beat's going to come through. Going to connect onto 4 people. Suzu's going to be going through, but not going to be able to find anything of much value. I mean, they used both support ults and the Blade. Blade is able to find the Kiri, who did have Rush available. Has to stay alive against this Lucio, however. Hits a wall. Splice is able to get the Junker Queen diff. And it looks like NC State is going to be able to take this. They did have to stack support ults. They did use 4 ults that fight. I mean...
They needed to invest. They had to do it because Cumberland has gotten this last point to 74%, which means that they probably most likely only have to win 1 fight, and that is game. They have to play this really carefully. Splice has to work on getting that ultimate as fast as possible and pop it in the perfect moment.
Yeah, and the thing about Queen is that she gets ult so fast. However, a really aggressive rush here from the side of Cumberland is going to run over Splice. That might just be the game right there. Bunkachanko is going to go down here, and it looks like NC State is going to be taken off of this point just as fast as they capped it. Actually, they are stalling quite a little bit. Lobby is able to get it up to 58% here. 60% is not bad. 74% from the side of Cumberland here. They have to play fast here if you're NC State. Oblivion is going to swap over to the Venture, get off of the Genji, another one of his signature heroes.
A really good hero to stall with. They know what they're doing. This is still turnable. I'm hopeful.
You do need to get an early pick here with kind of nothing under your belt. I mean, Axe is not going to connect onto anything here. They're going to be playing on this high ground. They're going to be shouting onto the back line here. Lobby is going to be in this duel. Bunkachanko is going to go down.
Oh,
That's
no.
so terrible. Oblivion gets down too. And I mean, Splice is the only option of any ult, but not going to be able to stay alive in time to get it. Kabe still has this pulse bomb, but it doesn't matter. Lobby's going to get next touch, but it's going to be taken down. And it looks like Cumberland is going to reverse sweep Servasa.
Holy. What a game. Once again. Not a single moment where you knew what would happen next, or where you'd just be calm and be like, oh, okay, so we're just chilling, we're just rolling, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was definitely, I think the ults were a major part of this game. I think
for sure.
I think Cumberland over ulted sometimes, and then I think NC State ulted to lose fights sometimes. So, it was definitely an ult difference, I think, from the side of NC State. I think Cumberland managed to remember, to not all hit Q at the same time, which, I think is Overwatch 101, but, here we are to this day. So it's going to be NC State map pick and ban. Now, where do you go?
That's a good question. Oasis is another very popular pick, or potentially another fast paced map that favors Lucio Kitty. Once again, I do think in the previous map on Lijiang, the pokey Iliari DPSC type comp was just working out better for NCSU. So maybe we're going to have to play around the support lineup because
Um,
those rushes came out on cooldown from Virtual.
That is true. Yeah, I think you might be looking at a Kiri ban next. I'm not. I was about. I was about to say you're not seeing any Wu Ying, and then I realized Wu Ying is banned. I just pulled
Mm.
a Cumberland. I'm looking at the options for next. You have Escort, Push, and Hybrid as your options. You can go to Hollywood, Eichenwald, Kings Row, Rialto, Watchpoint Gibraltar, Junkertown, New Queen, or Esperanza.
Hmm. Probably something fast paced or not.
Oh, is that really map? Okay, all right. It looks like NC State is going to be taking onto this Kings Row. Interesting
Another
choice.
classic.
Another
Another
classic.
classic.
I don't know if we'll be seeing. I don't think we'll be seeing the Reinhardt mirror as so many long for nowadays. God, Ryan is such a terrible character, isn't he?
Don't
what
say that. You're going to upset a lot of people by saying
what
that.
happened to the game I loved? What happened to the game I loved? I remember playing Reinhardt. Golly, what a fun character! Such a
To be
goofy character.
honest, his reworked version in Overwatch 2, I think it's a lot more engaging and fun than what he offered in Overwatch 1.
Oh,
Obviously, that goes to say for all characters combined, but the fact that he can now, control his pin with the perks, he's got a little bit of extra mobility with the shield bash, the extra fire strike. I think it adds a lot.
all right. I don't know if bans have come through yet. I think NC State is probably going to be discussing because it is interesting to lose that in such a way. It was really winnable. I mean, it was 2 points to 99. So it might be a little demoralizing from the side of NC State, but they're gonna be banning the Freya here from NC State. So now you can't ban a DPS on the side of Cumberland. Looks like you're gonna be banning a support or a tank. I think you ban the what do you ban? The Zarya? Maybe?
Junker Queen? Hmm?
I mean, Ginger has been kind of running Splice's pockets on the Junker Queen. I don't know if you want to be banning that character that you're I think I would say better at. Um, Maybe they ban. Man, what do you ban? You could ban the Kiri. Virtual is getting a lot of value too. I don't know what you ban. Maybe you just go for like a.
We could see a protect ban
We could see a
for
protect ban,
for
or
next
just
games
something that.
potentially. They are taking some time to think about it as well.
I think they're having the same struggles that we're having.
Perhaps.
You know, we are going to go to a quick break while this last band comes out, but it's going to be a quick break, so don't go anywhere, okay, guys?
Get some water.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Ban finally came through from the side of Cumberland, and it looks like it's going to be a ban onto the Ana for this Kings Row game. I don't know if that means anything for potential swaps. We might see similar comps from both sides again, where they're on the queen with the Kiri Lucio. It just depends on what they want to play.
I do not
Um,
think Cumberland wants to play it slow unless they have something up their sleeves that we have not yet seen, but based off the previous two games, the faster playstyle definitely suited them more.
Interesting choices here from the side of Cumberland. I don't know how many of these are actually going to come through. I definitely see the Kiri Lucio, but I think Orisa might be dead in a ditch somewhere ever since they changed her. Okay, Ginger's going to be swapping over to the Diva here. Splice is going to be on the Hazard. Bunka is going to be doing a little bit of yippies up and down. I don't know if Oblivion's going to stay on this Pharah. I know Pharah is really strong on first point kings, but I don't know how long he'll stay on it.
It worked out very well for him on Lijiang, and I did not see him die much on Pharah. So unless Cumberland focuses him down, we are yet to see a swap, I think. I also know he's very comfortable on Pharah, and he is a player who can make characters like that work in very niche scenarios. Seems like another Tracer 1v1.
Yeah, Hazard's going to be taking so much damage here, but going to have the block available to him. Oh, my 50 HP, and he goes down, gets first picked. Oh, my Splice dies first. That's such a bad opening pick here. Gives Cumberland so much space and already so much progress onto the point. Already one tick. I think that's just the point, honestly. I don't think... Splice is going to be on the Doomfist. That is a character that is on his hero roster, I guess. He's going to be back really
Learn
fast.
from the best.
Learn from the best. Going to be so incredibly low and dies again. He just gets first picked again. He's died twice in 1 minute.
What is my tank doing?
Oh, my tank. Report him for throwing.
Happens. Honestly happens.
You know what? It happens. NC State going to be good. All right. So Splice finally was like, all right, I'm going to go back to my tried and true, my bread and butter. I'm going to swap over to the Queen. I don't know how well the Queen is going to do against this Diva, especially with the high ground that they're going to be able to hold. But we will see what happens here. I'm just praying that he doesn't get first picked again, because that would be just so incredibly bad. I think he just has to play slower. Okay, he's already going to be at 250 HP. Jesus. Just take a corner, bro. Jesus. All right, looks like the deflect's going to come through from Nodi. I'm not going to be able to find anything of value. The shout's going to come through. Going to be looking at this Diva on this high ground here. Going to be so incredibly low. Going to get demeched, actually. Huge
that DMAC was crucial. They had so much space. So that needed to happen. That badly needed to happen. And now it's NCSU taking all the space, as they should. If they play up here, I think that's going to give them a lot of advantage. Looking at the clock.
I don't know. Oblivion does go down here, so you do lose a little bit of your damage. I don't know if you're can afford to play up there.
Oh!
Good knife from Splice, but not going to be able to find anything. Rush is going to come through here, and Splice is dead again. Fork is found in kitchen. And I mean, Lobby's able to get the trade onto the Lucio. Nodi's able to get Bunka, but, not going to be able to... I don't know if you're able to stay up here if you're NC State. Lobby goes down to the Tracer.
Call me crazy. I think that's a good trade. Cumberland has to invest Kitsune. We were down already one. Our Genji was down. We do get a pick with Pulse, so we can come back fast since we're playing this fast comp. I think they just need to commit to playing even faster into this Diva comp. They cannot let the Diva engage first and get all the space that they've been getting. They do have advantage of being able to take high ground when they want, so it is a bit hard to play like that. But Spice is getting these knives.
The Suzu's going to come out here from Virtual, not going to be able to find anything. Blade is going to come through from Nodi here. Beat's going to come through from Bunka. Good counter beat. Cody's going to be so low, doesn't have deflect, but going to be able to stay alive. And it looks like Lobby's going to be taking Kabe into this back room. Splice is doing so much damage. The counter beat is going to come through. Not going to have anything from the side of NC State. Nelix goes down here from Virtual. And it looks like Splice is going to die also to Virtual.
Virtual with another 2K.
Oh my lord. He's just so talented at this Kiriko. He just realizes, if I aim at their head and click, I will kill people. And it looks like Kabe is going to be able to kill Lobby in the Tracer duel. So it looks like NC State is going to have to back up here. Did Oblivion get out? Is he alive? He is alive. Oh my god. He gets
oh
out.
My god.
That was impressive, actually. All right, Splice has this ult here. Pushed up a little bit. 4 minutes and 30 seconds from the side of Cumberland here. Oblivion is going to be taking a little bit of poke damage. This Diva is on this high ground with this Genji. But they're going to get forced out here. Or are they? I don't know. This Diva's still in. really low. Gonna have this bomb if you
The
need it.
sustain on this diva is incredible.
Oh gosh, Oblivion. The rush is gonna come through from Virtual. Blade is gonna be popped here from Oblivion. Gonna be looking at this Genji. This Genji is so low. Doesn't have
That's a
any fun.
crazy pick.
Splice goes down. Splice goes down yet again. 2 boosters. Fork is found in kitchen. Water is wet. I mean, you just can't die like that. The bomb is gonna come through here. Oh, oh, okay. And the bomb is gonna come through here. Not. Oh,
Oh, we're
we're
seeing a bit
lagging.
of buffer.
We're lagging. I don't
Hmm.
know what's happening. Oh, okay.
Okay,
It
we're
looks like the
back. We're
bomb's not
back.
gonna be able to find anything, but we're gonna be able to get the remech here. Splice is gonna be at this ult, and I mean, okay. Cumberland didn't get that much space off of it. The rush is gonna come through from NC State. This diva's in their backline. They don't know it. Do they?
Living rent free on high ground.
I think they know it. He's gonna try to get out here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get out.
I I think looking at the diva too much is also not going to favor NCSU because how are they going to get high ground? Oblivion is able to
I know
climb
we're
the wall.
buffering, but I think he's gonna pop the Queen ult here.
I think so.
Oh
and
my
it does
gosh, he pops the
happen.
Queen
And
ult for no
what a
reason.
TP!
He gets a
Unfortunately,
kill.
Virtual does go down.
I don't know if that was worth it. There was a baby diva and a Lucio in a room. Like coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
Fantasy
Like
fun.
I don't know if that was all that worth it. You know,
That was for the clip.
Kabe's gonna swap over to the Mei, and the Zarya is gonna come through here for Ginger. So not gonna be on this diva anymore. I mean, Bunka's gonna have this beat. Pulse Bomb is gonna come through here. Gonna just give 45 charge to the Zarya because that's a cooldown that they have. And it looks like the Genji's gonna dash to the high ground, pops the blade here. Beat's gonna come through from NC State. Good counter beat. Beat is also gonna come through from the side of Cumberland here. So much damage getting put onto Bunka. The beat's gonna wear off for both teams. And it looks like Splice is kind of just in by himself on this backline. Lobby is going to be in this Tracer 1v1. Not going to be able to find anything. Axe hits a bubble, so this Zarya is going to be at such high charge. TP is going to come through from Cumberland here. Going to be able to get the kill, actually. So no bubble to save the Kiri here. And it looks like Kabe's going to kill Oblivion, but it looks like NC State is going to win this fight, even though they're down 1. Oh,
Splice is doing a
man.
much better job at living, and also we have seen a swap from Diva to Zarya from Cumberland. I do think that's because this last point maybe does not favor their playstyle or comp as much, and I think the bubbles are going to give more opportunities and windows for team play. They also have the Reaper, who is on his way on popping Blossom, which is very, very dangerous for the bubble.
Oh, man.
Just
the
like this
comes
blade
through.
potentially.
The rush comes happening, and the Queen ult comes through. Not going to be able to find anything. The Zarya gets so low, but it's going to be able to stay alive here. It's going to be so incredibly low yet again. Lucio is going to go down. Oblivion is going to go down. Lobby's able to get the Zarya, and it looks like NC State's going to still hold. Lobby gets a 2K, 3K actually, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I mean, big heroics from the side of Lobby. Nelix is able to get the follow-up, and I mean, okay, very quick fight. Kabe swaps over to the cast now. No more Reaper from him.
I think they are struggling.
NC State's got this beat, but Cumberland is going to have their beat of their own and also a grab, so you're going to have to somehow, maybe, I don't know, unless he Nene grabs, I don't see a world in which you lose this fight if you're Cumberland. Unless he actually just throws this grab away.
It could be a huge beat.
It
or an
has to
unfortunate
be
grab.
a massive beat. I mean, this Genji...
The grab
there's the
does
beat.
come
Beat's
out
going to
here.
come through here. Beat's going to come through from the side of NC State and also the side of Cumberland. Grab comes through. Going to connect on to a lot of people, but not able to find anything. Kabe is able to get Splice. Going to be first dead again. Kabe's able to get Lobby. He's just going crazy in his Lobby. He gets a 3K.
A 3K.
Onto this cast. 4K, actually. Give him the 5.
The cast
Oh,
was the
okay.
answer.
Ginger just hates fun and whimsy, and so takes the 5K away from Kabe.
It's as if he heard me from Suravasa.
Splice pops over to the ball. Let's hope he doesn't die first yet again. Lobby's going to be on this Widowmaker here. We're going to try to get his flood a moment. Splice is dead first. Splice is dead
Again?
first. Yes, it's just like I love it. I love seeing this. You know, he dropped 21 deaths in my ranked game today. So, you know, this is a little bit of is showing from him. And, I mean,
Contestable.
contestable. It is going to go into overtime, I believe. Oh, he's going to swap over to the Doomfist. They don't touch. They
Oh,
don't touch with 1 second
no.
remaining, meaning it's not overtime. That's so bad from NC State.
They still got a good chunk of their time down from Cumberland because if you look at those first 2 points, they were just rolling through NCSU. And they generally brought momentum back, even though they full capped. I think that was a very good style from NCSU. an answer to all the plays that Cumberland was making.
It's a good stall for the time bank, but I mean that was honestly so winnable. You had rush, you were able to stop the high noon. They just didn't touch, and they didn't even get it to overtime too. So if they get like 2 minutes, or what's the rule with hybrid? It's like if you cap with 2 minutes left, then it's unwinnable. Um,
Um,
like the draw habit. It's like if you cap with more than 2 minutes and the other opponent has
yeah.
zero, then all you need to do is get a tick on first point, and that's it. Mario bought the streetwear bundle literally yesterday. I personally do not like the skin, but he sells me.
Really?
No, I don't think it's a legendary skin. It looks kind of like a rare or an epic.
Have you never watched Cyberpunk Street Run, not Street Runner. That's a bundle's name. Edge Runners.
Edge
Yeah.
Runners? Oh no, I
Yeah,
have. I think my girlfriend wants to watch it with me, but I haven't
you
watched it
should.
yet.
I
Should
think you're
I?
gonna like it after. You
Okay.
genuinely will.
All right, well that's fair. I mean, looks like Splice is going to be on this Hazard. Ginger's going to be on this Orisa. Very interesting. Gonna spear themselves because Oblivion deflects out of spawn. Lobby's gonna be on the Widowmaker trying to get an opening pick here. Not gonna be able to find anything really. Hazard's gonna get really aggro on this high ground. Please, Splice, do not die first. I'm begging on my hands and knees to not die first.
Him dying first here won't actually
Wait,
be
how did
that.
Lobby get here? How did Lobby get here? And Oblivion goes down. What an interesting
Hey, at least
play.
Splice didn't die first.
I guess that I'm betting he's baiting his teammates so he doesn't die first. That's probably what he's doing. It's genius, actually. Lobby is on the biggest flank I've ever seen a Widowmaker take on King's Row, but not going to be able to find much value. Oblivion is going to be walking back through main here.
Very
So much
interesting
damage.
positionings that we are seeing right now. Very creative.
Both
Very
teams just
innovative.
so low. Oblivion just goes down to poke. Not with the rest of his team here. Lobby is just taking a super long high ground angle here. The Kiri TP's into the Hazard. Not going to be able to find
This
anything.
could hurt.
Lobby gets killed by Kabe. I mean, Splice is so low, going to be wrapping back through Hospital. This is so bizarre from NC State. I don't know if I love the flanking Widowmaker. Your Widowmaker has to be like prime Surefour for that to work.
I saw the vision.
I saw the vision, but then I had to put my glasses on. So,
Oh my god.
I don't I don't think it was that good. Lobby goes down here in the neutral, so not able to. I mean, NC State just has to back up.
This is not
It's
looking
so
good.
ugly. I mean, Bunka is going to be building this beat kind of fast, but I mean, no, okay. Both rush on both sides have rush. That's really good. Kabe
Bobby's
has
also
this
back
high
in the
noon.
tracer now.
Yes, Lobby's going to be on this Tracer off of the Widowmaker. It's not going to work, so they're going to decide over. Terra Surge is available. Maybe push this Genji into Hotel. They're going to be able to dash out, actually. So it looks like this Genji's going to make it through the winter. And looks like two people are just kind of a lone main. Hazard is just on point already. They missed the spear. Oblivion goes down. Rush comes through from both sides here. Going to be looking at this Tracer. Tracer's going to have a recall force. Nobody's able to find Bunka. And I mean, that's just another fight loss for the side of NC State. The Splice is taking so much damage and goes down. I mean...
Virtual and Kabe are constantly holding hands, peeling for each other, playing together, and just playing off of each other. And I struggle to see the same from NCSU, unfortunately. I see Spice jumping in, and even though now we have the Tracer pick on our side, I do not see much follow-up. We cannot really take high ground with that.
Lobby's
I-
gonna swap over to the cast, so maybe that'll help.
Not with taking high ground, that's for sure.
Not with no, absolutely not with taking high ground. Maybe just get some pressure. Okay, Downpour's gonna come through here. Gonna actually connect onto the Lucio, but the Lucio's gonna have beat available.
What a
Gonna come
beat.
through. Beat's gonna come through from the side of NC State. It's gonna be a really messy fight. Blade is gonna be popped here from Oblivion. Gonna be able to find the Kiriko, and is gonna be dashing through the cast. But he's gonna go down to the Tracer here. So incredibly even right now. Lobby's able to find the kill into the Lucio, and it looks like that is gonna be the win for NC State. Just gonna be staggering out the Sarissa a little bit. Gonna go down
Beautiful.
here. And it
Matching
looks like
that beat was really important.
I do think that was also very important. I think a lot of ults popped from both sides. Both beats popped. You had the blade popped. You had the pulse bomb popped. Downpour also. A lot of ults on every side.
Overtime gamers came through. And
Overtime
our
gamers.
star player, Oblivion, also with the 2 picks that were very crucial to win that point.
Yeah, very, very critical picks there that you needed to get something happening here. Kabe's going to have this high noon online and nothing really to stop it except for, I guess, the deflex. Sply's going to be hanging around underneath, going to try to jump the backline here. Oblivion just goes down, however, in the neutral, and it looks like NC State was just too slow with that engagement, so it looks like they're going to go down. Oh, Lobby gets the kill into Ginger, however. Lobby is playing phenomenally this series. Splice goes down yet again. Lobby's going to have this High Noon online, not going to be able to find anything, however. Rush is going to come through from the side of Nelix here. Nelix is going to be doing a lot of poke damage. High Noon comes out here from the side of Kabe here, going to be looking at Oblivion. Oblivion's not going to look at anything. The Rush is going to come through from Virtual, and it looks like
my God.
Kabe is going to be able to back this properly, forcing NC State back. And I mean, you know,
they are just constantly matching ultimates. We've seen High Noon Rush, High Noon Rush, back and forth.
Actually the exact same. Bunka's going to be ahead onto this beat, however. Lobby gets a kill onto the Tracer. Huge stun comes through, but not going to be able to find anything of value. Oblivion is going to be getting... Oh, the Lucio gets so low, not going to be able to get the kill, though. Spear comes out, not going to be able to find anything either. And it looks like NC State's finally going to get some push progress here. 1 minute and 40 left on the clock here. Bunka is so close to this beat. I think you have to save this for something. There's the beat. It's going to come through. They're going to beat engage onto this. Going to be running at this cast. Cast is going to go down here. And it looks like, oh, the big Terra Surge with the Pulse Bomb finds three people of NC State go down. And I mean, that's just going to have to be a reset. Huge ultimate combo from the side of Cumberland.
They do have time to work with. And I do not blame Splice for going in so deep there. They needed to engage with that beat. They needed to get their pick. And that he did. Unfortunately, Cumberland just had that very crazy combo to respond with. However, now, well, you know what? On second thought, they still have their ultimates. This is not looking good for NCSU.
This is not great. I mean, they're both support ults. Kabe's got High Noon. You have both DPS ults from the side of NC State. Maybe, you know, maybe you look for an Ajax. Maybe that's your win con.
Yeah, I think you just focus on supports because they both have those ultimates to press.
I mean, High Noon walking down is going to be happening here. Not going to be able to find anything. Bunka and Oblivion are so low. Oblivion is going to go down here. Splice is going to be 70 to this ult. I mean, Bunka's so low, has to stabilize here real quick. He's still so low. This Tracer is looking at him so hard. Suzu's going to be forced. You're going to be looking at this Orisa here. Orisa's going to pop Goldie and just kind of run at the Lucio. Lobby's able to find 2, however. Lobby's having a generational game. Finds 3. Splice is able to kick 1, and Nelix is able to get another, winning NC State the fight.
Those DPS picks were really needed. Unfortunately, Cumberland manages to preserve a lot of ultimates, but that just means we have an extra point to spend it on. The game's not over yet.
Kabe swaps over to the Hanzo. Very interesting. I think he saw Lobby diff him on the cast and decided, all right, that's it. I'm swapping to Hanzo here. You know, you still have a little bit of time left. The Orisa's going to run past their own shield with the Rush. Going to be looking at this cast. The cast is going to go down here from the side. But the Orisa is so low, going to get traded out here. I don't know if you love that trade. You pop the Rush. Also, Pulse is going to come through, going to be able to kill Splice. And I mean, it looks like
now you love that trade.
Oh, God. 60 seconds remaining. You have 3 ults from the side of NC State. I mean...
Still very turnable. Still very turnable. Cumberland does have a support ult and the Orisa ult to work with. But Bunkachunko and Oblivion, they have that very crazy combo as well, which if executed well. And we do have the Queen ult. If that doesn't manage to get any secure picks, NCC is a lot to work with.
I mean, yeah, they're going to have this Queen ult online. They have to make sure it doesn't get canceled. Oblivion's going to pop this. Lobby's able to find the kill into Nodi, however. Good discipline from Cumberland's Lucio to not pop that beat here when the blade comes through. Looks like Splice is going to have this. Oh, beat's going to come through from the side of NC State, and it looks like it's going to be mirrored by Cumberland here. High Noon is going to come through from Lobby, not going to be able to find anything. In fact, Lobby goes down. Queen ult comes through. It is massive. Kabe goes down. This Queen is now in the backline, however, not going to be able to find much value or much healing.
There are just so many cooldowns to force.
It's just
so many others
rough
to answer with.
I mean,
it is very tough.
NC State doesn't have their Queen anymore. You know, Oblivion goes down. I think it's just Lobby left. Oh, there's the rush from Nelix here. Let's see if something can happen. Bunka goes down. Lobby goes down. It's just Nelix. Nelix goes down, and it looks like Cumberland is going to be able to hold, making the score now 1-2.
Good game. I do think I felt a bit of a momentum shift here in favor of Cumberland, but that could just be because of the favor of their compositions. It was an NCSU map pick though, which is what worries me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a really bad sign. You know, you get first ban, you get first map pick, or you get map choice, and you still lose. That's pretty bad. I like the casts from both sides. I mean, pretty good showing from both. I think it was a lot closer than it appears to be so far. It is 2-1. It is match point for Cumberland. NC State have to pull it together and make sure that they win this game here, unless they want to go 0-2 in the NECC tournament, which would be really bad just off the start.
I doubt it will ever happen. Even though I did say there was a bit of a momentum shift here, I think if NCCU switches it up and if they do commit to that faster, maybe map choice where they can play a faster team composition with the faster tank as well, which I mean Splice Axel's on, and we've seen the Queen, we've seen all the DPS being able to play with the Queen. I just think genuinely Kingsrow was not the map pick for this. What they have the most strength in.
Yeah, and I think that Mario Splice might be forcing this queen a little bit too much, but we will see. We're gonna do a quick break, and we will be back with map 4. So make sure to drink some water, fix your posture, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Looks like we are going to be getting an Esperanza pick here from the side of NC State. If you're just now tuning in, NC State Red is down 2-1 against Cumberland. This is match point. Looks like, what does that
Looks
say?
like they're committing to the faster team comp and map. This definitely favors Queen more. What are we
Definitely.
banning?
I don't. I thought we were going in because we were entering game, but I don't think don't think anything even happened yet. Splice is going to be banning the Lucio. NC State's going to be banning the Lucio here. So support ban is now
Hmm.
stopped from Cumberland. I think. I don't know if I love. You were talking about how you think that NC State should thrive off of the speed. However, they just banned Lucio, which is kind of an antithesis of what you just said.
That is very true. However, if we're really getting crazy, we could see a Juno to replace the lack of speed Lucio can offer. However, I know that Bunkachanko is a pretty good all-round support. He ult tracks well. I think he can be quite flexible and excel on other supports and, sustain helping the tank out in other ways than just giving speed. So maybe we can see the other Yeti. I don't know.
It could
That
be an
could also
Alari
be
pick.
good.
That is fair. It looks like Cumberland is going to be banning the Pharah. So afraid of Oblivion's Pharah, however.
Okay.
So probably going to be forcing Oblivion onto either the Venture or the Genji. Probably is going to be the case here. I don't know if I think you have a point about the Juno. However, I do know that character is deader than Disco. So you could possibly see the Juno, but
I
it
doubt.
it
They
it,
felt comfortable
ah,
in Yeti.
it might be another Kiri Alari
Mm,
look, especially with Wu Ying not going to be being available. Um, might see a break here from the side of Cumberland. I don't
potentially.
I don't know though if we love this. I mean, we did win Li Zhang running the Kiri Alari. Um,
Potential pet mess.
potential bad message from
Whoa.
Virtual is crazy. Can we say that? Can we say that? Report banned. Get him out of here. We win by default. Exactly. Oh, geez. You probably show it. It's probably nothing bad actually. But I'm
Mm.
because sometimes it'll be like
Uh,
Cumberland R. They're trying to say Cumberland R, but they can't because he typed it a little differently than Cumberland.
oh my
Um,
god. What did we say before we hopped into this call?
um,
Mhm.
who knows?
Mhm.
Who knows? Who knows? All right. Looks like we're gonna be finally into Esperanza here. Um, Oh, I did want to say something. I haven't said it this map. I wanted to call out your chat actually.
My chat
Yes, your chat because last time that you watched me cast, they were bullying me for being
bullying
NC
you.
State. They were being NC State biased.
They
I
bully
go to
me
the
all the
school,
time.
guys. I go to the school. Obviously, I'm biased.
Okay, you did kind of just glaze the heck out of NCSU.
Okay, but like, can you blame me though? I mean, like, did you see what Lobby and Oblivion were doing in that game? It was kind
Do
of
you see what they're doing
disgusting.
now?
Oh, what they're doing now. You know what? You know what? I need to see that kind of domination this game.
I believe it. I
Um,
believe it.
so it looks like what? Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be seeing the Alari from both sides. Spice is gonna be on the ball, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh,
Oblivion is gonna be on the Genji here. Splice Ball is definitely a choice.
didn't he won that against the queen though?
I,
Against the dangerous queen,
I don't
which
know if
also seems
Spice
to do
Ball is
really
ever
well.
viable, so we'll find out here in a second. Maybe
Whoa.
he's cooking up something that I haven't seen before, but
Maybe you did not want to see.
maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I'm just lying. Who
Don't
knows?
doubt it. He
Uh,
might be just cooking.
I might just be, he might just be cooking. I might just be cooking. Who knows? Looks like mirroring DPS comps yet again. Splice is going to be over here on the right side. Going to be looking at this Genji. Not going to be doing anything that much. Going to be hogging on
You're
this
ready
Mega
to for the
here.
mega.
Nelix is going to be taking care of the pylon. Big Slam's going to come through. Going to force the Suzu. Chef is so
Whoa.
low from the side of Cumberland here. But going to be able to stay alive. Ginger is also so low. Going to have the shout force. Looking at him really hard here. Splice is so low. Going to have to be cared. Gonna have to force the backup here from the side of NC State. It looks like Bunka is going to be getting pressured out here from the Tracer. Not going to be able to find anything, however. Splice is still half HP. Going to be rolling through. Going to have the shields popped. Going to roll back to this Mega.
Another mega.
I mean, he's just so big and greedy for these Megas here. Not going to be able to find anything. It looks like Cumberland is finally going to be able to get some push here. Splice is back yet again, but he's half HP yet again. You know, so it could happen. If you get some ball value here, we have to go for a slam onto this backline, but we're not doing it so far. Just kind of rolling around for the love of the game. Nodi's going to be so low. I don't know if I like this comp.
My only issue is Ball is able to live for so long, but
Okay, you just said that and Splice died. You said that and then he exploded. Oblivion goes down. Pulse comes through from lobby. Not going to be able to find anything, and NC State lose this first round. This first
it was
fight.
just a matter of time. He's able to contest. He's able to be a distraction, but only for so long. He just does not have against this specific comp what Queen has to offer. Just execution. He's not able to kill anyone here. The Genji has a getaway. The Tracer has a getaway. The support lineup is basically 2 DPS. And this guys, let's just be real.
That's very true. Bunka's going to pop this Captive Sun here, mirrored by the side of Cumberland. Not going to be able to find anything. Cumberland is going to pop it. Not going to hit. Neither Captive Sun's going to hit anybody. However, Lobby's going to go down here from the Genji. Chef is so low, going to have Slam available, but not going to be able to find anything. Oblivion goes down to the deflect here. Splice is having a fun time at the skybox. Nelix is going to be able to kill
That
Virtual.
he is.
He goes down yet again. Nodi gets killed Nodi is able to find Splice. However, Lobby gets the win onto the Tracer duel. Forward spawn already got from the side of Cumberland here. It's not looking great from the side of NC State. I think you have to, yeah, okay. Splice is going to swap over to the Queen. The rush is going to come through from Nelix here. They are down their tank. A lot of damage onto Ginger. Gonna have this Queen ult forced here. Only gonna hit Oblivion. Not gonna be able to find much value. Nelix is so low in this room. Is gonna go down. Nodi's able to be killed. However, Lobby's able to be able to dip onto Kabe also. I mean, Rush is gonna come through. Splice is so low. Gonna go down to Ginger. Oh, such a bad play to stay in that room. They have the rush, and I mean, it's just so bad from NC State. They're still getting push progress, unfortunately.
I do think it's really good that now we do have the Queen matchup. It gives NCSU a chance to win the game because let's just be real. The ball, We were on ball for 2 lives.
Ugly. It was ugly. We can say it. It's all right. I got the go ahead to talk about it. Oh, Splice is taking so much damage. He's going to be able to stay alive, however. Nody's going to go down. Oblivion gets 2 with the blade.
Oh,
a huge blade.
That's exactly what we need. We need our DPS to shine.
And Splice finally gets the Queen Diff onto Ginger. Okay, Kabe is able to get a kill on the way out, but is going to get traded out. So it looks like a team kill is going to come through from NC State. However, Cumberland does have the forward spawn here, which is a little daunting for this next fight, no?
A little bit. But I do think Splice has a lot more confidence now back on the Queen. They do have these actually really good ultimates coming right up, which we do not have a beat to get away from anymore. So, you know, I think it is very turnable. That disadvantage can just be removed if these ults are executed well. And we do see a fight coming up on the butt right in main.
Yeah, it looks like the Captive Suns are going to come through from both sides yet again. Captive Sun from Chef is going to hit a lot of people, but not able to get any conversions off of it. Kabe is able to get Bunka, however. Neither Captive Sun yet again doing anything except for making space. Both support ults, or both DPS ults are going to be up for the side of Cumberland. I mean, they're just going to kite it. The whole time the bot is being pushed. This is so bad. NC State didn't even realize, and it's 100 meters now. Oh, gosh. I mean, they're still getting pushed to this day, I'm hearing from the stories. Chef is able to get taken down. Blade is going to come through from Nody. Going to be looking at this Queen really hard. Queen ult's going to come through. Going to hit 2 people. Nody's so incredibly low. Going to be able to kill Nelix before going down. And it looks like NC State is going to be able to stabilize, maybe?
The trade from Bunka is going to help them restabilize here.
Oh, Queen ult's going to come through, blow up Splice. Oblivion and Bunka are so low from the Queen ult. Not going to be able to find anything. Kabe gets 2. Oblivion is able to get the dash onto Kabe. However, I mean, I don't know if this is good. Our Ginger is going to just give up on point. They're just like, all right, you know what? You guys can have the fight. We don't need it. Lobby's going to be looking at these supports now. I don't...
Whoa, that was an immature pulse.
Is that me on Tracer? What is that pulse bomb? You know what? I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle.
If you do not attempt to make these plays, you will never execute them, so I respect it.
LeBron James didn't make all of his threes. So Ginger is able to get the kill on Oblivion. Splice is going to get so loud or low, going to have shout force. Rush is going to come through from both sides here. Splice is so incredibly low. He's taking all the damage in the world. It's going to go down to the Genji. Bunka is able to get the kill into the Genji. However, the Queen is back to get these trades also, and it looks like Cumberland is going to be getting this push value yet again. I mean, I don't know. This is looking pretty bad. 124 meters to 0 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left.
We want to look like LeBron James, not LeBron James Labubu. We need to not be cosmetic here. We just really need to take a breather. We do have the blade coming up. Our DPS are really shining here, and we are able to make up this disadvantage.
Oh.
Unless...
Pulse comes through onto Splice. Your Splice he's just taking all the damage in the world. He's eating it like it's his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know, man. I just need Splice to take less damage. Nelix is going to go down here. Splice is able to get the kill on the virtual. Bunka is able to get Nody. Captive Sun's going to come through here from Chef. Going to be so low. Oblivion's going to dash to him. Going to be able to kill Bunka on the way out, though. From the Sun.
Back and forth.
Such a back and forth game. I mean, your tank is still alive from the side of Cumberland, so they are just going to push this bot. Lobby's able to get the Genji, this Tracer, so it looks like it's just the Queen left alive. Going to just probably die point here. I mean, hooray, you win, I guess. You have both DPS ults from the side of NC State. Let's pray to God that Lobby goes for a more realistic pulse.
The support
Oblivion has Blade.
ultimates are looking quite similar. The Nelix is ahead of that Kitsune, and we do have advantage on the Blade and the Pulse, and Spice is also... Okay, he's able to match Ginger's ultimate, but if Ginger pops that loud and early, that could do a lot of damage.
I don't know if Spice just blows up. He just dies first. He just dies first, and Lobby goes down. Splice is just constantly getting picked first. He's taking all of the damage in the world. He says, guys, I'm a tank. Let me tank some damage. And then he goes down. You can't lose a fight like that. You can't.
Call me crazy. They still got this.
Dude, yeah? Okay, all right. 2 minutes left. They get forward spawn. You know,
call me crazy.
I'm gonna, you know what? I might call you crazy because this is. Have you ever heard of Avril's theory? That's what.
No.
We might be seeing that. It's the theory that after you push past the bus, Oblivion just goes down to the Queen ult. Oh, it's so bad. He popped. I mean, Bunk is able to get a kill. Nobody's able to get an elixir. Let's hope that Splice doesn't go down here again. Wait, Splice popped the Queen ult. Did he hit anybody? You know, he was using it as a movement ability. I see it now. Blade
Potentially.
are gonna blow up Bunka. I mean, we might be seeing a full cap.
Oh
Splice got
no.
down last. I don't know if you have a touch. Shalabi is so low. Gonna be staring at this Mega, not gonna be able to find it.
Virtual Kitsune as well.
Oh my god, and that's it. Cumberland's gonna full cap NC State 0 meters, and that's gonna be game 3 to 1
Unfortunate.
from Cumberland. Really strong showing to Cumberland. I mean, you know, it happens sometimes. I think, you know, NC State is gonna have to regroup, work some kinks out, and come back stronger than ever. You know, I'm not saying that we're out of the season just yet. We have
Not
many
at all.
games up.
I think NCSU experimented maybe a little too much, which is not necessarily bad because, as I said, if you do not attempt to make something work or make a big play, then you never will. So, GG, game's a game. I do think Cumberland managed to find that one good momentum and just stuck to it, even though in the first 2, even 3 games, honestly, all games were quite close in regards of the fights going back and forth, trades, ultimates, just constantly popping one after another. But hey, once again, game's the game. GG to
Game
both
is game.
teams.
Yes, GG's to Cumberland, GG's to NC State. A very it looks closer than what the score reports. And I think we'll see many more things out of NC State. You know, be sure to keep checking out the stream. I think uh, we are going to go to a quick break, and we're going to come back with an interview. So don't go anywhere, and we will be right back. right, welcome back, everybody. We have with us a player from the A team. Oblivion is going to be with us. Oblivion, how are you doing? I know that was a tough game.
I'm doing well. It was a learning experience game. Definitely some valuable maps that we're gonna go over after that game. But yeah, not too tough of a loss. They were a pretty good team.
Yeah, I heard coming in that you guys were. How are you guys feeling coming into this?
Like feeling going into the game.
Yeah, like into the game.
I honestly do not know much pre-games. I kind of just show up most of the time. I mean, sometimes like I look into the team, but when I was like loading into the lobby, I know their tank player was pretty good. I know they were a pretty good queen player, and I know Kabe as well. Slightly, I slightly know him, but he's obviously pretty good DPS player, and those are like the two people I was looking out for, I could say.
Yeah, Kabe had a really strong match this time. Is there ha- were there different mental shifts going into each individual map? Like after the first map, you guys had a mental shift, and then after the second map, did anything change?
Yeah, there was definitely. I feel like there was a present mental shift after Kings. Um, our first map felt pretty good, and then once we hit with Kings, like their team started like adapting really well, and they were like how I would describe it, like looking retrospects, is like they were just coordinating really well main and then pushing out angles hard after clearing main, and it was very hard for even me to live. Like I noticed I was dying a lot, and that's something I plan to VOD later. But after that game, there was a little mental shift. We were still trying after that one, and then but like Esperanto is more of a present mental shift. But we never really gave up until the end.
Yeah,
It
no, I
wasn't bad.
understand.
We've
Coffee.
uh we've seen you guys roll games throughout D series. So honestly, it was about time you get a loss in, because these are a lot easier to body review and to learn from. So my question is to you, Oblivion, what was your biggest takeaway that you think you could have improved on altogether as a team? What do you think was the weakest link in the plays that you were making?
Uh, well, I think I've always had the idea that our team struggles with like comms as an issue. Like we're
Mm.
still really trying to develop our comms as a team. Literally during the warm up before that game, like we were just like, yeah, they were like, yeah, Oblivion, you probably should lead comms because you just see the most. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. Uh, I'm used to like my tank doing that, but I was trying to do that on DPS. It was pretty hard to do it after like the Kings game. Slightly
Mhm.
because of the mental shift, also because like their comp is just very fluid and it's hard to like coordinate targets when they're like always, it's very hard to kill like everyone in that comp, just like with dives and stuff. But yeah,
Maybe you should have hopped on the Doom and,
yeah.
Maybe if you were on the
connected the
team,
comms
No,
yourself.
my team would not let me do that.
no, they wouldn't let you solve. I mean,
They
hey, we
would
saw
not.
But
Splice
they
on
let Spice
ball.
on Doom?
They put
Or,
Splice on
Ball,
him.
sorry?
Both. Both
Well,
happened.
he's been improving the ball. I mean, I
I'm
don't
kidding.
I'm not gonna flame him for trying.
You don't
You
have to
know.
flame him. I can flame him.
Uh,
But
He did
yeah.
well living, to be fair, on Ball. It
he
was
did
just
ball
an
out.
unfortunate matchup, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
it's definitely some things to learn from that
one
game.
more question, and then we'll wrap this up. Is what are you guys' thoughts going into the next couple of games for NECC? Are you guys like worried going into the next games? Like, were you guys expecting to win this one and like win the rest of your NECCs? I know the first one wasn't streamed, but it was against Northwood, which is a very strong team. So, are you guys like nervous going into your next couple games? Are you guys like looking forward to show that you haven't fallen off? I say quote unquote.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I can't speak for like everyone on my team. I don't know how our mental is about that. Like, I'm obviously like pretty confident about my own abilities. So the only team I was like kind of like iffy about was like Northwood and maybe Winthrop if they have like rack. Just like any team with like actual pro players are the only ones I'll like second guess myself about. I was probably expecting to win this game, but then we didn't. But like that's still a good thing to me because I always like to improve. My team
Mhm.
will always like to improve. We're a bunch of improvers, you could say. But
Exactly.
But yeah, it's not
Absolutely.
that too tough of a loss. So we're definitely gonna look back on things and keep going from there. I don't think we're gonna fall off at all. We're just gonna keep getting better.
All right. Well,
We wish you the
I'm
best
happy
of
to hear
luck.
that.
You should grab some Popeyes after this. I hear that was very anticipated, very cheap,
It was
and
only for 3-0. We didn't get it. So
Oh,
ah,
geez.
maybe I'll like order some for myself though.
That'd be good. Well, thank you so much, Drowsy Oblivion, for the interview. Big shout, also big a shout out to Cowfee. Thank you so much for coming onto the stream and casting with me. I had a
thank
lot of
you for
Yo,
fun.
inviting me. I had a lot of
might
fun, and
go.
I'd be down to do it again.
I would be so down to have you again. You know, next Friday, who
Bet.
knows?
Okay, bet.
um, be sure to check out Cowfee on Twitch. Be sure to keep watching NC State esports. I know that we have, I think we have Rainbow Six Siege this Saturday, if I remember correctly. Until then, though, be sure that you guys, keep following the channel, keep following NC State, and hopefully you guys have a good night.
Have a good one,
Goodbye.
everybody.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having me.
watching.